Welcome back to Cantina Talk. I am here with Eric, the youngling that got away. Shaw.
Nice. I'm also here with Ryan, the shock trooper Shaw.
Oh, I like it. Okay, so today we are going to be showing you guys our top 5 favorite character designs. Do you want to kind of explain what that means?
Yeah, so we're just going to go off of the visuals here, maybe a little bit of functionality, but we're not going to go into their lore or what we know about them or any stories we know about them.
Yeah.
Or even how strong they are or how weak they are. We're also not going to talk about really how much we like these characters.
Yeah.
We might hate these characters in Star Wars and don't think they should be in it at all, or we might love them.
Might be the case for one of them. I think it's kind of important sometimes to step outside of Star Wars and go, okay, as someone who's not a fan, what's cool, you know? And we are fans, so we maybe have a little bit of a skewed opinion, but I think it's sometimes important to kind of look at Star Wars from like, all right, let's just look at what's cool, not what's awesome or heart-pulling or scary, just what looks awesome. So that's what we're going to be doing today, and then we'll end as we always do with another Star Wars or what, a Star Wars character name or what. So here we go with my first pick. Ithano from so I really like his look here, kind of like the red all get up with the single barrel rifle. I think Star Wars is a lot about masks, right? You talk a lot about Kylo Ren, Darth Maul, Kylo Ren and Darth Vader.
Yeah.
Thank you. Some say that Darth Maul wears a mask of rage, but I think that I really like here Ithano's kind of super, in my opinion, really unique mask. And then he's got the almost poncho-esque cape. And something we're going to also do today is we're going to describe what we think this character would be if we didn't already know what they do. In my opinion on him, just off of the visuals, would be I think he's some sort of drifter type character that probably wanders alone, which of course we know isn't true, but yeah.
All right.
Your number 5.
Number 5 is Captain Phasma. So, Captain Phasma, I really like just the colors, I guess. It's very sleek.
Yeah.
With the
color of mirror.
Yeah, just the very chrome.
Yeah, no, definitely.
I really like how the colors reflect off of it, and you can see blues and oranges, and if she's standing near fire, you got that reflection. So it really kind of brings her into the story and reflects the scene around her.
Absolutely.
I also really like her cape, which gives her a little sinister look. Kind of to discern her a little bit more from the regular stormtroopers.
A little authoritarian,
right,
yeah. So what would you think she would do?
I would probably say a captain or some
on.
general in some type of army.
Yeah, and that's good character design too.
Of course.
When you look at something and go, that's probably what they would be doing.
Yep.
All right. Next, my number 4 here is a character named Carbon. So he was in the Vader comic, and I hope it's okay that I'm doing comics here rather than just kind of like, some of the main stuff. Carbon, to me, was kind of like Grievous, in my opinion. Like Grievous is +1. Like he's got like the actual physical Mon Calamari head with the mechanical body. He does lack some Grievous aspects that I actually like more in Grievous, but I think that he kind of really tells like something happened to him. He wasn't made like that, right? And I like the idea that Mon Calamari generally are, it's like, do they breathe air? Yeah, I guess they breathe air. They breathe water? Yeah, they breathe water too. And it just takes what looks like it just takes that element out of him and says he's metallic up to the gills.
Yeah.
Some would say. Looking outside of Star Wars again, I would think that he is maybe more in power than he looks at sometimes. Like especially this picture here looks like he's commanding armies, and at least where I got to in Vader's comic, he wasn't doing that much of commanding armies. All right, next.
All right, my number 4 is Supreme Leader Snoke. So I really like how he looks, just because of how it's so different in a way from other Sith Lords that we've seen. He's wearing very nice golden robes that, any other really dark side person would wear.
Yeah. Dark,
black, maybe brown robes. I also like how his face and his skin is so decaying. And it looks so old.
You like old people.
I do like old people.
Yeah.
You'll see later on. Yeah, so I just really like how kind of he looks and how you can kind of tell a story. You can kind of feel his story almost just from visually.
Looking outside of Star Wars, what would you say he is?
I would think he was some sort of like crime leader of some clan.
Yeah.
I wouldn't think of him as a universe leader. Okay.
Sorry, is there something in his hand?
No. There, I don't know.
Yeah.
I know he has some rings.
I wasn't trying to zoom in on his groin there for a second. I'd never seen that before.
Yeah, that belt's really cool. Yeah.
Yeah, you like old people. No, honestly though, have you seen that before?
I don't know. Maybe I'm going to rewatch the movie.
Yeah.
Right out.
Someone look into Snoke's. Is he a lefty? Because I know a guy that was a lefty that got a lightsaber through the hand. Or was that Luke's right hand? I don't know.
I don't remember.
Sorry to hijack that. No, yeah.
All
What do you think he would be outside of Star Wars?
I already said that.
Okay, cool. I was not listening. I was too busy zooming in on Snoke's groin.
Right. So the next picture, this just also shows Snoke and his face being pretty much crunched in, almost like
If you
by
say the word
age
old again, I swear to God.
kind of looks a little old
Oh my
and
goodness.
very almost like Smeagol.
Yeah, and I guess we'll find out what that means later.
What?
All right, you told me I'll find out how much you like old people later. All right. My next character is Admiral Trench. What I like about him is I feel like he encompasses what it means for war to take a toll on somebody. As you can see here on one side of the picture, he's normal. Looks like not normal, but a spider creature. And then as war crawls up the side of him, he kind of like changes into a mechanical hybrid of something else. And I really like. I don't know. I like what it says about Star Wars and what it means to fight in a war. Even if you're just the general, what kind of taxes it pays on you.
Yeah.
Looking outside of from Star Wars, he to me looks like a traveling merchant or some cool little.
Somebody sells gadgets or.
Yeah, something like that. I feel like would be pretty awesome. All right, next up is yours.
All right, and I got IG-11.
Yeah.
And from the Mandalorian TV show
Yeah.
on Disney Plus. If you've seen it, new season coming out.
Mm-hmm.
We also got a review of the trailer, so go ahead and check that out. So I just like IG-11 because of how versatile he looks.
Yeah.
Right? He's got the blasters. He's got a whole bunch of gear and stuff all strapped to him.
Mm-hmm.
He's very... If you're going into battle or war, you want him on your side.
Yeah, no, definitely. And you were talking a little bit about functionality, too.
Oh, yeah. Functionality. You got almost everything you need for an assassin or bounty hunter there on that droid.
Right. Looking outside of Star Wars, what do you think?
I would think he would be more of a bodyguard.
Okay.
Possibly.
Yeah.
Especially with the, the eyes that go all around his body.
Right.
And his whole body could pretty much twist, as we see in the show.
Definitely.
So I think he'd be pretty good bodyguard. Get a 360 view of the area
Yeah.
to protect whoever he's protecting.
All right. Next up is a character that was created in the book Aftermath. So it came out. It was the first book to be released in the Star Wars new canon, and there's a character called Mr. Bones is his name, and I don't know if there's really any official art on him, which is why I didn't put him at my #1 spot, but I really like the idea of a repurposed B-1 battle droid, being painted, being specced out by a guy that was pretty much just like a junk trader, and he got junk and he would throw it on his Mr. Bones, and he is an assassin. He is programmed to kill when his master says kill, and I really like him. I think he's awesome looking, and yeah, I guess if I were looking outside of Star Wars, I would almost say that he is a mad scientist creation of some sort.
Okay.
But yeah, he was my favorite part about that book, which I actually didn't love, but every time he was in it, he would just he always wanted to kill, and he had to be reined back a bunch.
Yeah.
I really liked him.
So my next one is Darth Maul from the Clone Wars TV shows.
Yes.
And it's a little spoiler, but not too bad.
Light
It's
spoilers.
pretty obvious that if you've seen any clips or anything, you probably know Darth Maul is in that TV show. And obviously he got his legs chopped off below the hip and below, torso below or whatever, and he's just a cyborg, right?
Yeah.
He's from the bottom up. He's regular old Darth Maul.
Zabrak.
He does look definitely older and more just like gritty.
Yeah,
I guess
since it happened for sure.
Yeah, and then obviously he's lower. We have the next picture here.
Yeah.
It almost those look like goat legs almost, right? Or horse legs.
Hooves.
Yeah, and you've seen in the TV show those are very versatile in jumping, running,
Absolutely.
climbing, all of that stuff. So, and obviously, his dual-bladed lightsaber
Yeah.
is my favorite type of lightsaber in all
yeah.
Star Wars. So yeah,
Looking outside, I'm curious what you think a character like this would do. If
I
you've
would
never seen Star Wars and you're shown this art.
If I saw that right there, I would think he was some type of evil king, lord. On that, his horns kind of look like a crown, at least in this one.
Yeah, especially in that
So I would think some type of evil king who fights on the front line with his army.
I like it. Are we down to number 1 here?
I believe this is your number 1. Yes.
All right. My number 1 character, Cad Bane.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I love him. A little bit of my bias is showing. I tried to throw it all to the side, but I do think, even if I didn't know anything about Star Wars, looking at a space cowboy with a blue face, he's got the little attachers on the side.
Mm-hmm.
His voice is so perfect for me. His blasters are they're clean, they're chic. You know, a lot of times he's got that little toothpick in his mouth. He is just like full-on space cowboy, and it is some of my favorite Star Wars. Anytime he's on the screen, he just encompasses to me what is cool about Star Wars. You can have a character. I mean, look at the difference between the two characters. You can have somebody that looks like a nightmare, and then you can have a space Clint Eastwood.
Yeah,
I think
exactly.
it's sweet. All right. And looking outside of Star Wars, the reason I love him, I think it's spot on.
Yeah.
I think if you look at that, you go, that's a bounty hunter cowboy.
Yeah. Alien some type. I mean,
Yeah.
definitely not a race you would know offhand.
Yeah, definitely. All right.
All right, my number 1 is General Grievous.
Yes.
I just love his look, especially with his arms out
Yeah.
and with his lightsabers out.
Mm-hmm.
His cloak, I love how, at least in this photo, this drawing, it covers pretty much the whole backside of him,
Yeah.
and even more.
Mhm.
So it almost looks like a cape in a
Yeah.
way.
Yeah.
And I just really appreciate, I guess, the detail they put into the mechanisms of him
Absolutely.
and how they work.
Mhm.
And what's interesting as well is, and you can kind of see it, how he is a cyborg, right?
Mm-hmm.
So he does have those eyes in there,
Oh yeah, they're real.
those regular eyes, and I
And
believe
we-
he also has a heart
Yep.
in there. Another one is just showing how terrifying he looks.
Oh
And I
yeah.
believe he's around like 7 feet, 8 feet tall. Or he's
Yeah.
very
he's,
tall.
He's hulking. Yeah.
Yeah, he's very tall, with 4 arms. I mean, probably very heavy, and makes just a big appearance whenever he walks into a room.
Yeah. I definitely think so. Yeah. And looking outside of Star Wars.
Looking outside of Star Wars, I would almost say he's kind of what he is in real Star Wars. I would
Really?
say he's almost a.
He doesn't look like a general to me. is the
I would
thing.
say he's more. He does look like a general for the bad guys. It looks like, but
Yes. Okay. All right. Good
the
point.
generals for a general, definitely not the highest ranking
Yeah.
person in the in the
Yeah.
military or whatever, but
Maybe more of a general to
Yeah.
get it done no matter what.
yeah.
Awesome. Okay, well now we can jump into our favorite Star Wars game,
All right.
which is Star Wars character or blank.
Okay.
Where we go between if it is a Star Wars character or if it is blank. Something else meaning. This week's
All
is
right.
foods.
Foods.
It a
Wow.
Star Wars character or a food? Sounds like it would be easy, right?
Yeah, it sounds like it, but I bet
We'll
it's not
see.
going to be.
By the way, I am 5 for 5 last week. You did 4 and
4 for 5.
4 for 5. So let's
All right.
let's
Now
see.
these
We're
are
gonna-
real foods, not Star Wars foods.
These
correct?
these are real foods and then
All right.
real Star Wars
All right, let's
characters.
get it.
Okay. Bubble and Squeak.
Bubble and Squeak. That sounds like a food.
You're gonna guess food?
I'm gonna guess food.
It is a food.
Yes, it sounds like a food made in Japan, and they
Whoa.
translated it. It does, and because I've been to the Asian market, and it really seems like
Okay, you're cultured.
yeah, I'm
No.
very cultured that way.
Yes. No, it's actually a British,
British, okay.
breakfast dish.
Interesting. I was thinking it was some type of squeezed juice that you squeeze in your mouth or something like that.
Okay. An Asian squeeze juice.
Yeah,
Sometimes you get a craving for stuff.
Yeah.
Me, I get a craving for Asian squeeze juice.
All right.
All right. Next is going to be Tag and Bink.
Tag and Bink. Is this going to be 2 characters or just 1?
Well, first we had Bubble and Squeak. Now it's Tag and Bink.
All right. I'm going to go Star Wars character.
Spot on. Star Wars characters.
Nice.
They're Imperial generals. I don't know if they're generals, but they're Imperial workers. Yeah.
Oh, so there's 2 of them.
There's 2 of them. Yes.
So that was a trick question.
I don't know.
We'll see.
Shumai
Shumai
is number 3. Shumai.
I'm going food.
Incorrect. It is both.
No, that's another trick question.
That one's kind of a trick question. I'll give it to you.
Thank
I
you.
originally saw the Star Wars character, and then I thought,
Okay.
oh, that's cool. Let me Google a picture of him.
Okay.
I Google it, a food comes up. And I'm like, okay, I guess it's both.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well,
That one is Asian. I don't think it's a juice, a squeeze juice, but it is
Shumai
Asian.
sounds like shoe juice.
All right. Yeah. Oh, yes. My favorite. All right. Now is third,
Okay.
Witchetty Grub.
Witchetty grub. Well, if it was a food, I feel like it would be a very old Salem Witch Trials food.
Witch Trials food?
Witchetty.
Okay. Okay.
I'm gonna go with. Well, I don't think that's the case.
Okay.
I'm gonna go with Star Wars character.
Star Wars character. Incorrect. You were close. It's maggots.
Wow. Okay.
Witchetty Grub. You might be spot on with the witch factor of that. I don't know. All right. There's one
All right.
wrong. And
There's
lastly, Jack Porkins.
Jack Porkins. That sounds like a Star Wars character.
It is a Star Wars character. Yeah, he's in the.
It sounds more like a name.
Yeah, he's in the trench run of Episode 4. He's the one that's like, they're around me! And then he just gets exploded. He's also the fattest, which I feel like is just not... They call him Porkins, and he's the fattest. 1977 George Lucas was not the greatest. Okay, well, thank you guys for
4 out
joining
of 5
us.
again?
4 out of 5 again, so...
With 2 trick questions this time.
Not 2 trick questions. That's not true.
I would say.
Asian drinking juice isn't a trick question.
Shumai.
That was both. That was both.
So I couldn't have gotten it wrong.
I got it right. Yeah, you
It's
could.
the opposite of a trick question. You just gave it
it's
to me pretty
opposite
much.
of a trick
All
question.
right.
Well, yeah. Thank you for joining us today.
Exactly.
I had a good time, and I like. Maybe we can come back and do another thing of introspective Star Wars, looking at it from the outside.
Yeah. And please leave in the comments if you think of any that you didn't and your favorite. Who you think is your favorite visually.
Yeah, I feel like we both kind of had a little bit of a theme. Right? And I think that's kind of cool. Our themes actually lined up pretty good. But, I think that a lot of people see different things in Star Wars, and I'd be really interested.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you for joining us, and may the Force be with you.